真空
Hey, what's going on, everybody? System Psycho here with the Combo Crew. Don 3, Josh. So this is actually our second episode of the Wrestling Edition. Basically, what Don and Josh are going to be talking about is just stuff that's going on within the wrestling world. We have a few topics they want to touch on. And so I have a few questions that I'm going to be asking them, and then we'll just go from there. All right. So the first question we have is John Cena being out for 6 to 9 months plus no WrestleMania. What does it mean for the company? Who wants to start that off? You want to start off, Don?
I think there's opportunity. I think it's opportunity for these up-and-coming stars, or even stars that really haven't had a chance to really shine like that, for them to really take off.
Yeah.
I mean, John Cena, he's been carrying the company for, what, 10 plus years?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it got to the point where he was carrying the company so much that people started getting tired of him, because he was winning all the championships. He was, can't even be, tapped out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's time for some new blood in here. So, yeah, I just think it's a good opportunity for somebody to step up. I mean, there's a bunch of stars that have just, have just started acting up in the ring, man. So it's looking really good right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think like anything, it's got its positives and its negatives. I mean, it's a huge negative because regardless how you feel about John Cena as a wrestler,
He needs to be there.
yeah, he does need to be there. He's a main eventer. The guy, he might not be a great technical wrestler, but what he does bring to the table, there's a lot more to wrestling than just being a good technical wrestler. And what he does bring to the table is he's a great storyteller in that ring.
Yeah.
And to miss him for WrestleMania, that's going to hurt regardless of what people really think or believe.
And you also have to think about like the business side of it too. If you watch John Cena come in the ring, and they always have the cameras pointing at the crowd. All the kids have the John Cena headbands, wristbands, whatever. So I mean, he's like the top guy. Like, I guess for like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, he makes a lot of money for the company. As far as doing TV shows and promoting the company. He can't make a movie to save his life, but but he's big. I mean, he's the equivalent to what Hulk Hogan was to me and Josh when we grew up. Yeah. That he's the kids' generation's Hulk Hogan right now. That's how big he is. Okay. And once people say they hate his guts, they don't like him, he has to be there.
Yeah, that's true, and that's like Don was saying. The positive to it though is that this does give an opportunity to a lot of the younger guys coming up, and hopefully WWE takes advantage of it, because for the last 2 months that he's been gone, I thought that they were going to take advantage of it, and they really didn't. They really didn't. They really just used it as an opportunity to put Roman Reigns over.
Oh,
yeah.
For real.
And it hurts because it's like me and Josh, we're wrestling guys, and it's like you want so hard for him to try to kind of recreate that era where it was like Raw, and he started to come out there and make a name for himself and do well, and it's not really like that. So that's the thing that kind of hurts, And then it's like the certain stars, they get put over, and then when they do get put over, they don't do a good job. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks. So
okay.
Yeah.
So in the end, like, you do feel John Cena is pretty important.
He is. I mean, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the company.
Absolutely.
All right, on to the next question. So, WWE has signed new talent. Should popular talent immediately be called up, or should they go through developmental like everyone else?
I'll start off on this one. I mean, I think it's a case-to-case basis.
Okay.
I mean, of course, you're going to have guys that are going to need to come in. In this situation, basically what WWE is doing is what they're notorious for doing. They started the WWE Network in Japan.
Okay.
And they are not big in the Japanese market, so now they're going after the Japanese talent.
Really?
And so Shinsuke Nakamura is someone that they have on their list that's rumored to be coming in. The problem is that he's a very stiff worker, and by that I mean like he doesn't really pull his moves.
Like
he throws it, yeah, but he's a lot. I mean, they call him the King of Strong Style, and he uses a lot of martial arts in his in his moveset. So someone like that, I think, needs to go to developmental, because they need to kind of work him in so that he's not going to injure people.
Yeah.
Because the WWE schedule is every single night.
Yeah.
But you got guys like AJ Styles, who's rumored to be coming in, who's a vet. I mean, he has more experience on the whole card than most of the people in the main event right
I heard
now.
he got signed.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, right now they're saying they're keeping it as a rumor, you know. But yeah, as far as him coming in, he should go straight to the main roster at this point, especially with having all the injuries. I mean, when we did the last episode, when we did episode 1, which was almost 2 months ago, you know, we were talking about all the injuries that were going on. Since then, how many more injuries have popped up? And now Cena being out.
Cesaro's gone too.
Yeah, they need a guy like AJ.
Sasha Banks is hurt. But I want to touch on that because you were talking about AJ Styles, and I was like, okay, well, what about Samoa Joe? He came in, he went straight to NXT.
Yeah.
I thought he should have been caught up because he's definitely top tier talent.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it is a case-to-case basis. Like, the other 2 people that they're talking about bringing in is Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. Doc Gallows was in the WWE before.
He did like two different things, like 2 different characters.
2 different characters.
So he already knows how to get, you know, started when it comes into the business. I mean, it's kind of different, but not too much. He's been gone, 4 years or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, nothing's really changed. I mean,
No.
he's one of them strong wrestlers. Like, I mean, he's I don't know if he'll beat anybody in the wide fan, but he's definitely one of them tough guys, though.
Well,
I don't know how his character's going to be.
I think if they do what's expected and they do the Balor Club and they have Carl Anderson, they have Doc Gallows, and they bring Finn Balor up to the main roster, it's a good move, especially considering right now that we are talking about going into WrestleMania season. They're going to need big storylines to carry it, especially with having their franchise player and John Cena being out.
They can, but the thing about the developmental that I don't like is that they bring international talent and they stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have mic skills, if you don't have any type of good, you know, like ring persona, you're not gonna make it. So you got these guys that are humongous stars in Japan or wherever country they come from, and they come here at the big time, and they can't speak no English. No one's gonna really want to fuck with them like that. I mean, they tried Sin Cara, and he, you know, did the whole no talking thing, but it didn't last that long.
Right.
But he kind of hurt himself because he's a stiff wrestler. He was like, people were like really, they were fighting backstage after, you know, match. Like, dude, like, you're not pulling your moves, but yeah, man. But I think that it does depend on the star.
Yeah.
If you're a big time guy like AJ Styles made a name for himself in TNA. So did Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really watched TNA like that, but I know of these guys because I've seen them. You know, I might look at TNA or I might have seen something on Bleacher Report or something like that. Like, I've read about these guys. They're very popular. So these guys should immediately be called up because they've had championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been title holders at TNA. So yeah, it definitely depends on the star. But if you're just coming off of like some indie promotion, no, you need to go ahead and get your hands dirty first before you come to the top.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So now on to the third question. What are your thoughts on Roman Reigns and all the other title holders right now? Are you buying or selling?
Roman Reigns, I'm buying.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm buying.
Why is that?
At first, I didn't like him.
Okay.
When he got mistreated by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, kind of lost a little bit of respect for you because he's like, he didn't even fucking try. But I see the direction that the company's going with. They're putting their faith into him.
Okay.
At first, I thought it was a bad idea because he was getting booed out of the building.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like they were booing the shit out of him. Like they
Really?
were showing him no love. And then as time went by, he was able to get the crowd back on, back together again. I like the fact that he doesn't come down the ramp. I like the fact that he comes down with the crowd to interact with the crowd. And that kind of helps out with his character. I think that the storyline they have between him and Vince is kind of stale. I've seen Vince do better work with wrestlers, but I guess he has to try to put him over somehow. So, but yeah, I'm definitely buying him. I think that he has the mic skills.
Okay.
He has a move set. He has a special move set. Like every wrestler should have catchphrases and things like that. I mean, that's how the business is now.
Yeah.
And he has it.
Okay.
He's not my favorite star. I mean, but I think that right now there's nobody else that they can use right now. Like he has to be the one with the title. And plus, like anyway, man, he lost him. The way he was getting dogged, like he would win the title and then he got it taken away from him.
Okay.
And then he went to WrestleMania. I mean, that was the first time he went to WrestleMania, and he was going to get the title. He won the Royal Rumble that year. What was it, last year?
Yeah, last
year. He won the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And then you build it all the way up just for him to fucking lose. Like, I mean, but what's his name? He's hurt. He was with the
Seth
Shield.
Rollins.
Seth Rollins. That was a good call. Like
Yeah.
I like Seth Rollins.
Okay.
But yeah, I am buying.
You're buying Roman
Yeah.
Reigns. All right, how about you, Josh?
It's actually kind of weird because, you know, I'm more of a traditional wrestling fan. You know, I'm definitely more old school, and so I think that this might surprise some people, but I'm actually with Don on this. I'm buying it as well. You know,
Okay.
I think that the thing that people need to kind of get over, and I see this a lot with a lot of wrestling fans, is that they want what they want, and if they don't get what they want, then they try to reject it.
Okay.
You know, the thing is that Roman Reigns was put into this situation,
Okay.
and he's making the best out of the situation that he's in. And for right now, Roman Reigns is a face. We had Seth Rollins, who was an unbelievable heel champion.
I didn't like him. I didn't like him at first either.
Yeah.
He grew on me.
But the thing is like, now we're getting a face champion.
Yeah.
And I think that Roman Reigns is doing an admirable job at carrying that or towing that line for the company right now. I agree with Don though. I think that the Vince McMahon
Pretty stale.
storyline with it, it's stale. The thing is, when Vince shows up, you expect something big to happen.
Yeah.
You expect there to be something. You expect to see must-see TV.
A game changer.
Right, and this hasn't been the case. So I think unfortunately that kind of is not necessarily hurting Roman, because it doesn't hurt to be in a storyline with the owner of the company.
Okay.
But I don't think that it's maximizing the moment. It's not capitalizing on the moment right now.
Like Steve Austin, he capitalized on the moment. I mean, he was stunning this dude. He made him spit beer out of his mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Yeah.
did a good job. Rock, same thing. You know, but Rock was more with Stephanie.
Yep.
You know, but I don't know. Maybe because Vince is older, you can just tell that the age just caught up with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Dude, that's my dude.
Yeah.
But you can just tell that. You know, he has to fall back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta fall back.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, on to the next title holder. What about Dean Ambrose?
So
What about Josh?
I like Dean Ambrose. I think he's a great character. But I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it?
I'm not buying it. I think they stole momentum from Kevin Owens at an unnecessary time.
Oh God, yes they did.
And
yes they did.
I think that, you know, Dean Ambrose, and this is actually kind of funny to say this, but I think that Dean Ambrose is more set at this stage in his career after holding the United States title, being in the leader of the Shield.
But his United States, his championship run with the United States was not even fucking legitimate at all.
Well,
he barely took matches, and half the time he didn't even have to fucking wrestle. I mean, he had the belt. I give it to him, but it wasn't. He didn't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't a true champion with that.
But the thing is that he doesn't. I don't think he's at a point now where he needs to be in the mid card. He needs to be in the upper mid card, or he needs to be in that main event picture. And I think that Kevin Owens at this point, if you're going to have a face champion in Reigns, Kevin Owens being the heel champion with the Intercontinental title is the right move.
Right.
So I'm
I'm
selling.
He gave it away too soon.
Yeah.
So you feel the
I'm
same
buying.
way?
No, I'm buying.
You're buying it. All right.
I like
How
Dean
much?
Ambrose. I like Dean Ambrose. I think he plays the crazy role a little too much, like the being the crazy guy. But I think he's a good champion. He's a very good wrestler. He has and that's it. Like the moveset is good. I love the movesets.
Okay.
He's a risk taker. He jumps out the ring. Like he jumps through the ropes. I like him.
Okay. That's what's up.
I think he should do more. I don't think that the people that he's matched up with as far as like the heels, not really that good. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no real competition that I think is. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. But I do like him. He's a good fan favorite for everyone. He's popular, and he's another guy. He's Roman Reigns' partner from the Shield.
Okay.
And all the Shield guys are just they're like up here right now, which is good.
Okay.
But he handles his business in the ring. I like him as champion. I don't know about how I feel about him being Intercontinental Championship. I mean, being the Intercontinental Champion because he's not really fighting anybody. It's not. I don't know. It's not as exciting. It's like he has a belt. It's like, okay, I got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's no pride behind it. Like Kevin Owens when he came out, he had the belt. He was like, I got the belt. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm buying him.
Okay. Buying Dean Ambrose, not buying. All right. How about the next, the New Day? The New Day.
That's your boy.
You want to start off then?
You want to kick it off? Yeah.
All right, go ahead. The New Day. What's up? You buying or selling them?
Buying. Absolutely.
I'm buying too. I'm buying too.
It's I'm gonna say it right now. New Day is to me the most entertaining thing on television.
Hell
today.
yeah.
And
hell yeah.
And the reason being is that I really feel like they're allowing Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston to go out there and to maximize what they're given. Okay. And I feel like in a lot of ways they don't do that with a lot of their talent. Yeah. And since they are doing that with the talent now, or at least with the New Day, it's paying off. Yeah. And every single week when they come out, regardless how ridiculous, how over the top it gets,
oh my God.
I mean, it's funny. Yeah. And it keeps me entertained. And you know what? As far as buying them as the champions, I do, because they have solidified themselves as the top dogs in the division.
Like, I mean, these, I agree 100% with you. These guys, they're the tag team. Like, when these guys get their opponent in the corner, they stomp you out. And they tag each other, stomp you out, tag each other, stomp you out. Just keep doing it. Just, no one's doing that.
Yeah.
You know, Xavier Woods is out there. He's
stuff.
being out on the ringside. He's saying the funniest shit. He's blowing his trombone for everyone to hear. You know what I'm saying? He's playing like, you know, fucking, like, what's it, Link or some shit or whatever it is. Like, these guys are entertaining. I don't like the gyration shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. They be like gyrating. I'm like, come on, man. Big E, like, he's like 300 pounds. Yeah. You're like, come on, man. I want to see that fucking daddy shit. These guys are entertaining. These guys, they're all gifted. And the thing about it was so crazy is I thought that Xavier Woods was the fucking weakest link of the whole fucking group.
No.
And this guy came out there. And I was like, you know what? They're not going to last that long. They're using the fucking gospel gimmick. That shit's stupid. They took it. Don't even use the gospel gimmick anymore. Nope. Like, it's not even there anymore. You know what I'm saying? They got some little brony shit like the goddamn, like
the unicorn
the unicorn shit.
Yep.
Which I think is corny, but it's their shit.
Right.
And they took it and they flipped it. And, you know, they used to come out and say, you know, New Day, you know, rocks. Now people in the crowd are actually saying it. They used to say they suck. Yep. But now they're saying they rock. So, like, these guys, man, like, I don't even want nobody to have the tag team belts right now. I want them to hold on to it as long as possible. These guys are fucking, they're off the me. They're all athletic. Everyone can hold their own by themselves, whether it be singles or with tag team. These guys, they're the truth, man. I fuck with these guys.
All right, sounds good. So, how about the next person, Charlotte? What you guys buying or selling on Charlotte?
I am buying Charlotte. I think that she is the best female wrestler in WWE right now. That's my opinion. She sticks to all the moves. She's technical. I didn't like the storyline she did when it came with her father and the shit with her brother. I didn't like that shit at all. I think it was kind of dumb. She's a heel now, which I think is great. She can really stretch out and really, you know, put her feet in somebody's fucking face now, which I think is great.
Okay.
I like to see her go at it with Sasha Banks. I think that her going against Becky Lynch is a waste of time. I don't even like Becky Lynch as a wrestler.
Okay. How about you, man? How are you feeling about Charlotte?
I'm buying with Charlotte.
You're buying with her?
I'm buying with Charlotte, though, because I think in the role that she's in right now is perfect, because I see her as a good heel, but I think that she right now is kind of solidifying that title. But I'm actually opposite of Don. I think that Becky Lynch is the next one in line if Sasha Banks is in fact out for a while, or Sasha Banks should be the next one in line.
I think Sasha's better than Becky Lynch.
I think that they're both on the same level. I think that they have different things that they bring to the table.
True that.
You know, but I think that overall Charlotte is great right now in that position, and I think that the Divas division is coming along because of those three women.
It's kind of actually stacked up right now. Right. Like, it's like so many female wrestlers right now. Yeah. But like we said before in the other video that we had, these girls are wrestling like the jobs depend on them. People not understanding that. We wasn't getting that, you know, 2-3 years ago. These girls are out there, technical skills, ring awareness. It's great. You're not, you know, you used to watch these women wrestle and you would cringe. You're like, Jesus Christ, come on, man, can y'all hurry wrap this shit up?
Yeah.
Now they wrestling and it's, you know, it's got my wife and my daughter want to see these matches.
That's what's up, and I'm pretty sure that's the whole point, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
To bring them in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are both buying Charlotte. All right, next person. Del Rio. You want to start on that, Don?
Yeah, I think Del Rio is above the United States Championship.
So you're buying?
I'm definitely buying.
Okay.
I'm buying him as a wrestler. I don't know about the United States Championship. I think he's either he's championship material. Like he's had WWE Championship, he's had the World Heavyweight Championship, he's had both these. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy is, he's top notch. He's top tier.
Gotcha.
I think he's above the United States. I don't know why they have him in the mid card. I think that he's just coming back. He just came back a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that he's probably settling back in. I think that he'll eventually have upper card matches down the road, but it kind of sucks that Kalisto got the belt taken from him.
It's too bad, dude.
He had that shit for like 2 days, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wanted Kalisto to actually have the belt. I told you before how I felt about Kalisto as a wrestler. I'm buying Del Rio.
Buying Del Rio. How about you, man?
Buying as well. I'm buying as well. I mean, I agree with everything that Don said there. I think that Del Rio is definitely he's a capable main event player.
Okay.
So for him to be holding a mid card title right now,
beneath him.
It is, but at the same time, just like when John Cena had it, it helps to elevate the status.
But I mean, the only thing about the John Cena situation is that he started out with the United States Championship, and he made that belt worth. You know what I'm saying? Like he made that belt what it is. Like he made it important. He made it put the spinner on the fucking bullshit spinner on it. But he made that belt important. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think the United States Championship is at the caliber of how John Cena had it. But yeah, it is what it is.
So you buying him then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So on to the last person, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is a guy that I'm buying Finn Balor.
Okay.
He is the face of NXT. There's no question about that. I didn't like him at first.
Okay.
I thought that his finishing move with the coup de grace was kind of stupid, but I actually watched him really wrestle, and the match that he had against Apollo Crews was amazing. So, he's about to go up. I think they're trying to find somebody to find his spot, and then he's coming up. And then when he comes up, he's going to blow up. Finn Balor's the shit.
That's what's
right
up.
now.
How about you, man? You feel the same way?
Yeah. Buying again.
Everybody's buying, dude. Spending that money.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think that Finn Balor is the future of this company.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
I do. I think that we're at a point now where I think that he's such a good performer. Mm-hmm. They can bring him into the main roster and do exactly what they did with Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. Throw him in there against a main event caliber wrestler.
Okay.
And he'll take off from there.
That dude comes in the ring and it's like, he has like the longest fucking ring entrance though, but it's cool though. He has the crowd, everybody's invested. Puts his hands up, the light comes on, everybody's, it's kind of cool. Even my kids know who this guy is.
So he's a big dude, huh?
Yeah, he's the big dude in NXT, but they need him there right now.
Okay.
They need him there right now. Until they find somebody else. I mean, I hope they put that belt in Apollo Crews' hand.
Okay.
Because he's dope.
Okay.
And then he comes up to big time.
All right. So you guys are buying. All right, guys, last question. How do you feel about the factions that have popped up in the WWE? Do you think there are too many? Josh, what do you think about that?
Right now, no.
No.
I don't. I think that they got this social outcast that's starting to come up, which we'll see what happens with that. I think
that's the last chance faction. If this don't work out for them, them dudes is fired.
Yeah.
This is it for them.
Okay.
I agree with that. I mean, I think that what we're gonna see is we'll see where they go with that.
Yeah.
The Wyatts right now, it's an interesting thing because it looks like they're transitioning to anti-heroes.
Okay.
So I think that that's a good position for them to be in. And then if all the rumors are true, we're going to get the Balor Club. And I think that that's perfect. I think that that's enough because that gives you kind of that lower to mid-card faction. That gives you your upper mid-card faction. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say it now. I think the Balor Club is going to be that main event faction.
Then, so how do you feel about the international team they have? I can't remember.
The League of Nations?
The League of Nations team.
I think that the League of Nations is good for now. I just don't see it being a long-term thing.
Yeah, because they're not really doing nothing with these guys.
No, I think that was kind of a stopgap thing that they decided to do to kind of... I think that what the idea was at first was to have the League of Nations as a faction to kind of oppose Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And I believe that it was written in, and I think that Vince had a good idea with coming in to be the opposition for Roman Reigns to help get Reigns over. Because let's face it, Reigns is going to get over more with going against the owner of the company than he is with Sheamus or Rusev or any of those guys.
Triple H ain't back yet though.
Yeah,
so that's the thing that's so crazy. But I think there are too many to follow. I mean, the social outcasts, like, why the fuck did y'all even make that fucking group? These guys are losers.
Okay.
Who's in the group? It's
Slater.
It's Slater. He should not be there. He should have got his future endeavors a long time ago. Why would you get rid of him why would you keep him and get rid of Drew McIntyre? Like, that didn't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, ass kissing was going on that one.
Brown nosing.
Yeah, man. Like, the League of Nations was, like you said, it's a good idea, but no one has any. I mean, there's nothing to back it up with. If they all had championship belts, or they were doing something, or they were acting like Monster Hills, or they were interrupting matches and slamming somebody through tables, it'd be one thing. But these guys are all top tier guys.
Yeah.
Whether it be Bad News Barrett to Sheamus, Rusev, all these guys, they're top tier guys.
Yeah.
But they're not doing nothing. And it's like the Wyatt family. These guys, I don't understand why they haven't taken the belts from the New Day. I love New Day, but I think if they really wanted to go get those belts from New Day, it'd be no problem to do it. Because I mean, even fucking Braun Strowman, just with him by himself, he would fuck half the team up. But I don't know. I mean, it's 2016. It's a new year, so we haven't seen what's going to happen. They might change my mind down the road. Okay. But the social outcasts, thumbs down. They suck. You have no faith in that team. It's your jobber squad. That's the jobber squad. Yeah. It's a social outcast. And then you put Ryback, like, that fucking helps at all. Who the fuck cares about Ryback? Fucking sucks. He comes on the ring. He's like, he comes on the ring now. He's just like, he doesn't even fucking care. He's like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
Paycheck. That's it, man.
All right.
But that's it, man. That's how I feel.
So there's too many and not too many.
Yeah, I think that is fine.
Okay. Alright guys, so that was it. Once again, System Psycho, Don
like,
3.
Share, subscribe.
Josh.
Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We'll leave all of our links down below in the description box below. Once again, we'll continue to come correct with the content. We'll continue to make these wrestling episodes. If you guys have any other questions, any comments, let us know. We'll definitely, look for the feedback. We'll definitely reply back.
And we always check. We always check the comments, man. Just give us some time to answer you guys back. You guys have been coming up with lots of ideas, man. We love it, man. Just keep supporting us, man.
All right, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys.
Peace.